what I thought I'd do today is actually just take you on a bit of a journey. So that's pretty much where I was going to start, to be honest. I'm really lucky to be the Learning and Development Manager for Christchurch Airport, and we have a really diverse business. We've got everything in our business from firefighters to customer service agents to property management and maintenance, and also tradies. So in 2016, we embarked on a project with Totra and Synapsis, and Elevate is the result of that journey so far. It's been in our business 6 months, and to be honest, I have to liken it to a 6-month-year-old. Extremely needy, extremely demanding, lots of time, still growing and getting more beautiful every day. Christchurch Airport has a really big growth strategy, and that kind of transports right into 2025. And where you normally have a really big business strategy, you normally have a really big grunty people strategy to go with it and to match it. So really quickly for us, I just have to grab the notes, it hinges on 3 things really. Purpose, delivery and capability, same as any people strategy. Purpose around connecting our people with who they are and what we stand for. Delivery around being good and being great at what we do right now, and capability around how we grow and how we get better. So for us, we really needed a system that would be able to help us communicate that strategy, support that strategy, and also deliver all of those initiatives that go with it. Which for us translated into 3, what I call our 3 rocks. So the first one was around increasing training visibility within our business, and having a lot of that visibility and having it in one spot. And also for us, we were looking to collaborate as well. So we wanted collaboration between our departments. We wanted collaboration between our tutors as well, who all run off and do their own type of thing. Compliance for us is a really big issue, same as every organisation, health and safety, and we also have CAA criteria as well. So managing compliance in our business is quite a big thing, and it helps us to minimise our operational risk that goes with that. So we needed a grunty system that was really going to be able to, yeah, I'm breathing, to give us that framework and that capability. And the last thing for us was around delivery, is around protecting and how we protect our business. Capability is around growing and how we use that system to grow and to make our people great. Next. So for us, what was really important was that we wanted a learning catalogue that was really clear and transparent, and also really accessible. Because we wanted one person in one department to be able to go and see what other departments were doing in training, but not only to a course summary level, but actually right down into see what activities they were doing, how they were doing it, and what standard operating procedures they were using, what manuals and what activities they were doing. So for us, it was really important that not only did they get the catalogue and the summary page, but they actually got visibility into the course page as well. And we did that, BB, profiles, I think? We did that with permissions and profiles. Yeah? Okay. Yeah. Compliance for us, like I've said, is a big part of our business. And after much hair pulling and gnashing of teeth, I think we finally nailed it. for us, what we wanted to do is we wanted to create a course template, and from that template, use that to harness the rest of the courses that week through. So all of our courses are, who is this training for? How do you go about doing it? What are you going to learn on there? Do you have an assessment? That type of thing. But from a compliance perspective, we were also looking for things like what particular units cover off that specific compliance. What's the expiry date on that, and how often and how often do we need to let our people know? And also, who are the preferred providers? A lot of our providers in Christchurch Airport need to be pre-qualified. I'm sure you can understand a $10 million plane is not something to be trifled with. So a lot of our providers have service level agreements and need to be pre-qualified as well. And what we found that we could do with that is we could really put some really good framework around for our people and our administrators, and we could tell them which providers were really good, and we could tell them which providers had really good feedback. And we could actually do that and manage this at a workshop level. So at the end of the year, when we go through and we take a look at this, we can actually see which providers we're using, how often we've used them, and then use that and those figures for negotiating service level agreements for the next year. Probably the most important thing to us is the reminders. And that's reminders to our managers and reminders to our people that they've got compliance or training that's about to expire. So what we did was we created the course, and then we changed the wording. In our business, we don't use the word certifications, we use refreshers. So we changed all the wording to refreshers. But we set up the courses, and then we set up the refresher loop that said, this particular course expires in 3 years' time, and we want to be notified 2 months out because it takes us that long to clear a roster to get that person on that course. And then to save double handling, we used an audience to link and automatically enrol those two, because it was really important for us that we were only doing something once rather than twice. Growth and capability. So this year for us, capability is really hinging around leadership. So leadership for us is a big thing. This month we have a leadership program starting up called Tihitia, and it's for our aspiring leaders. And it's quite an intense program. So it covers things around nomination, it covers leadership seminars, quarterly workshops, mentoring with other business leaders. So a fair bit in one program. We were actually able to put all of that in one program on one course page and manage it and have our people go to one place. So we're also dabbling a bit at the moment in program management and looking to align some of our internal programs and bring them into Elevate. And also looking at some self-development Microsoft e-learning courses. And we've done that quite deliberately, really, because with the LMS being the first year, e-learning is something that we really want to get our people into. So this is a really soft way of us preparing them to actually, what am I trying to say, use a computer properly, which I could do with. But yeah, so I guess if I'm really honest, the learning curve for me has been quite steep. And dragging my dinosaur self into the 21st century has been interesting. But I think what I'm hearing in the room, and I think the one thing to remember is that when we all look at what we're doing, it's all the same purpose. You know, we're all here to build a really, really beautiful system that allows self-development, that allows autonomy, and actually allows our people to be curious. And I think one of the cool things for me is that with our system, with learning management systems, it's one of the only systems in the business that is utterly and totally for our people. And I'm quite proud to say that these are some of mine. Thanks.